So I was facilitating a resilience workshop in a Fortune 300 company once, and a participant asked me, why do I need to be visible? Why is everyone telling me that I need to be more visible? That was unexpected. Usually employees are looking for ways to be more visible in the office. That got me thinking. Don't go anywhere. Hi there, it's Tasso. Glad you're still there. I always thought that many employees struggle with the lack of recognition and the fact that they are often overlooked in the office. They want their work to be seen and appreciated. That is the ambitious employees, of course. I'm not talking about those whose goal is to fly under the radar and be left alone by their boss to do mediocre work. But I don't think I have such people subscribed to my channel. I don't want them in my tribe anyway. I'm digressing. As I was saying, I am used to people asking me for advice on how to become more visible. However, in a resilience workshop that I facilitated in the company, well, before all this corona mess, a woman asked me, why do I need to be visible? Why is everyone telling me I need to be more visible? And that was truly unexpected. So I wonder, do you feel the same? Would you say that you are rather avoiding visibility, intentionally even maybe? Let me know in the comments below. Anyways, I talked to her in one of the breaks of the workshop, and I would like to share with you what I shared with her. Why? Because I believe there is a big misconception when it comes to visibility. And I find that many employees unconsciously harm themselves having the wrong mindset and perspective on the topic. That misconception is that people believe being visible is the same as or requires selling themselves. They might think about self-marketing or being in the spotlight and shining. That simply is not true. A paradigm shift is needed here, urgently. Visibility is not about shining. Visibility is about sharing. What do I mean by that? What I mean by that is visibility is not about you. It is not about you being more in the spotlight. It is not about you doing more work and being constantly on people's minds. You don't need to be outspoken or an extrovert to become more visible. You don't have to put any specific effort in place to be visible. You don't have to chase people or do anything weird for them to see you. You don't have to step out of your own way and personality or do something that goes against your values. So please, no stressing really about that. It's much simpler than that. For you to warm up to the word visibility, all you need to do is to change your thinking to, people want to hear from me. I help them through sharing my work. That's the difference. That's why the question is not whether or not to be visible. You need to be visible. The reason why you need to be visible in the office is because others need you to help them get better. And that happens by you sharing your work. So the question becomes, how do you do this in the easiest and most comfortable way for you? Here are two main pillars of becoming more visible. Pillar number one, do work you are proud of so that you want to talk about it. Often people don't like to talk about their work simply because they don't believe it is any special. It is good work, but is it really worth sharing? Anybody could have done this, right? Well, first, no, not anybody could have done this, and particularly not the way you did it. Our perception of our work is often skewed based on our limiting beliefs and insecurities, our past experiences, and whatnot. So we need to fight that. There's two ways you can do that. One, you can try to make it clear to yourself that what you think about your work is biased and doesn't matter as much because as a creator, you usually fail to see the value your work provides to the person that it helps. But okay, that might be not so easy. After all, as I said above, there is a lot going on in your subconscious that fuels your self-doubt. So the second way is the following. Be so good they can't ignore you. In other words, just do amazing work. Change one thing. From now on, whenever you start a new project, ask yourself, what could I do to make this epic? Or whatever language you would use. How would it look like to go the extra mile? How would you deliver the work in a way that is more inspiring and more memorable? Just kick yourself in the butt and fight the default mediocrity thinking. Can you imagine how differently you would want to talk about your work if you're proud of it? That brings me to pillar number two. It is not about presenting the results of your work, but the entire process. This point will make your life much easier. Sure, visibility can result from you presenting the outcomes of your work, but you can do even better than that. Your visibility can come from sharing your process and get people on board throughout the journey. Here's how that could look like for you. Provide a map, for example. Before you start your work, create a roadmap of the whole project and share it with people so that they can see the big picture and how your work fits into their work. Another way, Engage all stakeholders. Be inclusive from the start and consult those people who need to be part of this, in particular the ones impacted by your work directly. Hear them out. Make sure you address their concerns. Yet another way, keep people informed. While you're working hard on your project, keep people in the loop. Everyone likes to be kept updated. It helps them adjust their workflows. And finally, share lessons. That can happen after the project or even while you are on it. People love best practices. Collect them, share them. Show what others can learn from you. So you see, visibility is not about selling yourself or telling everyone how great and amazing you are. It is not about inflating your work. And this is also something lots of people shy away from. It's not about influencing others. Visibility is much more genuine and authentic than that. It is about you sharing your journey and helping others along the way. Does that not take the scary part out of visibility? I think it does. Write me a hell yes in the comments if it does. A quick summary to remember the essential. Visibility is not something you need to shy away from. Visibility is not about you being more aggressive or assertive or putting yourself out and your work first. It's not about shining. It is about sharing. That's why you need to embrace visibility and to overcome any barriers and make that sharing easier. Do work you're proud of and share the progress, not focusing on the result. Did you like today's video, my friend? I am sure you did. Did it change your life? Well, first for that, you must implement what you've learned, one step at a time. The first step being to like and subscribe so that more people can see and benefit from my insights. I hope you can help me with that. Until the next video, folks, all the best.